I'm talking to lice expert this morning, Penina Muirstadter. Hi, Penina, how are you?
Okay, Joanna, thank you for this opportunity. I'm doing good. How are you?
Penina, what is the life cycle of the lice from knit to louse?
The louse has a life cycle of about 30 days. Within that 30 days, they will lay knits, and more knits. They live on the hair. The knits will hatch after 7 to 10 days, and a week after that, they will lay their own new eggs, which are the knits. After 24 hours of not being in a hair, if a louse falls off, it will die. So that's important to know because they only live on the head.
What is the best treatment for lice?
The best treatment for lice is to remove it through the process of combing with a conditioner and the lice comb. This is a lice comb called the Aussie 2000. I do not recommend any of the shampoos that they sell in the pharmacy. They don't work. They're chemicals. They're toxic. Even the ones that are natural are not going to work either. It says on the box to use within 7 to 10 days. And if it's telling you to use 7 to 10 days, a little red flag should go up and say, why do I need to use it if you're telling me it's killing everything?
And what about things I've heard like putting lavender oil on your hair? Is that good as a preventative or tea tree?
Right. So I've heard obviously also about the natural oils, tea tree, rosemary, the lavender you mentioned. The problem with these oils are because they're not they're not monitored. It mentions not to put on children under the age of 3. I know I'm asthmatic. I will start wheezing if they're used, and they don't work. They really don't work. I cleaned out children that have the scent on them, that are obviously the mothers have put on them, and they're using it, and they're still getting lice and nits. So it doesn't work. Don't use it.
And once you've been through the process of combing your child's hair, is it a good idea maybe to even comb again with conditioner in a day's time or 2 days' time, just in case you didn't have the patience to sit for long enough to get it all out?
Yes, for sure. If you comb, I recommend parent checking once a week. If they feel it necessary, check it more often. As soon as they find, they should definitely do the next night and every night thereafter until they don't find anything. However, when I go into a house, I guarantee that it's all out. It's not just a guarantee. I know it's all out. And within a certain time, I know that I get everything. A parent who's not so comfortable and doesn't really know if they're sure, and especially if the child doesn't want to sit properly, they should definitely keep combing. There's nothing wrong with combing with conditioner. It doesn't hurt the hair. It might not be comfortable, but don't use the chemicals for anything. So combing is the way to go.
And what are some of the myths that people have about lice?
Okay. First off is that they do not live in sand. I go to so many people's houses and they say someone threw sand in my kid's hair and that's how they got lice. That is not how she got lice. Lice only live for 24 hours. Lice will live 24 hours off the hair. You can't live in sand. There's no blood in the sand. They won't be able to survive. So your kid probably got lice from another child that was in the sandbox. Myth number 2 is the dyed hair idea that it will prevent lice. Dyeing the hair has chemicals in it that might kill the bug. However, it will not kill nits, and it will not prevent it for the next day. If you have a dyed hair and you get your hair dyed on Sunday, Monday, you're not going to be able to say, oh, my hair is dyed, I'm not going to get lice. And the third one is the natural oils. A lot of people rely on these natural oils, and they don't work.
And another question is, do lice jump from head to head, or do they crawl?
That's another one. Sorry, I forgot that one. No, they don't. They have these lobster-like claws that help them grip the hair. They do not have wings, and they do not have knees to jump. They are very, very fast grippers, crawlers, from shoulder to shoulder on the hair. That they're so quick that people don't notice when they are passing along to the next person. But they don't jump and they don't fly.
Thank you. Thank you. You've given us some really interesting things to think about today. Thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome. Thank you. I appreciate it.